Tropical backyard oasis ideas transform your small garden into a paradise. Welcome to a world where your backyard transforms into a private paradise, a lush tropical haven that brings relaxation, nature, and modern design together in perfect harmony. Imagine stepping outside your home and being greeted by the gentle rustle of palm leaves, the scent of blooming frangipani, and the soothing sound of water trickling through a stone fountain. The tropical garden is more than just landscaping. It's an immersive sensory experience that connects architecture with nature, creating an environment that feels alive, rejuvenating, and deeply personal. In today's architectural philosophy, the boundaries between indoor and outdoor living are dissolving. Homeowners and designers alike are embracing the concept of seamless living, where the home breathes with its surroundings. The tropical backyard embodies this idea effortlessly, inviting the outdoors in and creating spaces that are both stylish and sustainable. It is a celebration of organic beauty, a space designed not just to be seen, but to be felt. At the heart of every tropical design lies abundance of texture, color, and life. Picture broad-leaved banana plants, elegant palms, and ferns arching gracefully over stone pathways. Think of climbing vines spilling over trellises, or the subtle contrast between glossy leaves and rough bark. When paired with natural materials like bamboo, rattan, and river stones, these elements form a space that feels both effortless and luxurious. The tropical aesthetic speaks to the modern desire for balance, a blend of sophistication and simplicity that feels grounded and alive. Today's tropical style is evolving beyond its traditional forms. While the serene beauty of Balinese, Hawaiian, or Thai gardens remains timeless, new interpretations are merging with global design trends. Modern tropical spaces may borrow the clean lines of Scandinavian minimalism, the openness of Mediterranean courtyards, or the sleek finishes of urban industrial design. This hybrid approach reflects a universal truth. Tropical living is not defined by geography, but by a state of mind, a longing for harmony, warmth, and escape. In contemporary design, space is no longer a limitation, but an opportunity for creativity. Even the smallest patio or balcony can evoke the spirit of a tropical paradise with thoughtful planning. Vertical gardens breathe life into bare walls, while tiered planters and layered foliage create visual depth. Designers use strategic zoning, small seating areas, narrow pathways, or elevated decks to make compact gardens feel expansive. A few well-chosen plants, a small water feature, and warm lighting can transform a corner into an oasis of calm. Lighting, in fact, is one of the most powerful tools in tropical backyard design. During the day, natural light highlights the vibrant greens and textures of the plants. As evening falls, warm illumination reshapes the garden, revealing a new personality. Subtle uplighting enhances the form of palm fronds, while lanterns and string lights cast delicate patterns that dance across bamboo screens and stone walls. The result is an intimate, dreamlike atmosphere, one that extends the beauty of the space long after sunset. Material selection defines the soul of tropical architecture. Organic textures, wood, stone, wicker, add warmth and authenticity. Concrete and steel, when used carefully, bring a sense of balance and contrast. The magic lies in blending these materials seamlessly. A polished concrete patio, bordered by lush greenery, or a wooden pergola accented by sleek glass panels, achieves a harmony between the natural and the contemporary. The goal is not to overpower nature, but to frame it beautifully. Water is another essential element, infusing movement and sound into the garden. Whether it's a reflecting pool, a koi pond, or a minimalist wall fountain, water adds rhythm and serenity. It reflects sunlight, amplifies the lushness of surrounding plants, and cools the atmosphere, especially valuable in warmer climates. Its gentle sound fosters a meditative mood, turning outdoor spaces into sanctuaries of peace. A tropical oasis is never static, it's a living ecosystem. Birds, butterflies, and pollinators play a vital role in its vitality. Designers are increasingly turning to native species and pollinator-friendly plants to create gardens that are not only beautiful, but ecologically responsible. Sustainability and biodiversity have become central to modern tropical design, reminding us that luxury and environmental consciousness can coexist in harmony. The future of tropical backyards lies in the union of nature and innovation. Smart design technologies are making it possible to create self-sustaining gardens that adapt to their environment. Automated irrigation systems ensure optimal hydration. Solar lighting reduces energy consumption while adding elegance. Smart sensors monitor soil health, helping plants thrive with minimal maintenance. These innovations enhance, rather than replace, the organic beauty of tropical landscapes. Cultural fusion is also shaping the modern tropical aesthetic. Designers draw inspiration from around the world, blending elements from Bali, Costa Rica, Thailand, and the Caribbean into contemporary interpretations. This cross-cultural creativity results in spaces that feel both exotic and familiar. A home in California might feature Balinese-style wood carvings alongside modern concrete structures, while a terrace in Singapore could merge Japanese Zen principles with tropical foliage. The result is a global design language that transcends borders and celebrates diversity. In a world where wellness and mindfulness have become lifestyle priorities, the tropical garden is more than decor, it's therapy. Its design principles align naturally with well-being. The dominant colors, green and blue, soothe the mind and reduce stress. The sound of flowing water provides natural white noise, masking the chaos of urban life. The tactile presence of wood, stone, and foliage grounds us emotionally, reconnecting us to nature's rhythms. For those in urban environments, even the smallest balcony or courtyard can adopt the tropical ethos. Hanging ferns, vertical planters, and compact palms bring lushness to limited spaces. Strategic layering of plants creates depth, transforming small areas into vibrant ecosystems. It's not the size of the space that defines it, it's the feeling it evokes. The true power of tropical design lies in its timeless adaptability. Whether you live in a humid coastal region or a cool urban center, the essence of tropical living can be recreated through thoughtful design. It's about capturing a mood, a sense of escape, vitality, and serenity. Tropical design doesn't imitate nature. It interprets it, shaping it to complement modern lifestyles. This approach to backyard design reflects a deeper cultural movement, one that values sustainability, comfort, and emotional connection as much as beauty. A tropical backyard isn't just a luxury. It's a statement of balance between human life and the natural world. It's a daily reminder that paradise isn't a destination. It's a space you create, one thoughtful detail at a time. Modern tropical architecture is about creating spaces that breathe. It blends structural innovation with organic softness, merging the built and natural worlds into one continuous experience. The idea is not merely to design a house surrounded by greenery, but to allow nature to flow through every wall, window, and corridor. In tropical-inspired homes, architecture itself becomes a frame for the landscape, a living composition of light, texture, and shadow. Contemporary architects are reimagining traditional tropical principles through the lens of sustainability and minimalist design. They favor open floor plans, extended roof lines, and cross-ventilation systems that harness natural breezes. Large glass panels dissolve boundaries, letting sunlight and foliage pour into interior spaces. Overhangs and pergolas filter daylight, creating a gentle interplay between brightness and shade that evolves with the rhythm of the day. The result is an architecture that is alive, one that changes character with every hour, every shift of light, every drop of rain. Material choice plays a pivotal role in defining the modern tropical aesthetic. While past designs often relied on heavy ornamentation, the current movement celebrates simplicity and authenticity. Natural materials, teak, bamboo, volcanic stone, and textured concrete form the backbone of these structures. Their tactile qualities evoke warmth, grounding the space in the raw essence of the earth. When paired with neutral color palettes, soft whites, sandy beiges, muted greens, the overall atmosphere feels serene yet luxurious. Sustainability lies at the heart of the modern tropical philosophy. These designs are not only beautiful, but also intelligent. Architects prioritize passive cooling techniques, orienting structures to capture prevailing winds and minimize heat gain. Roof gardens and vertical greenery insulate interiors naturally, while rainwater collection systems feed the garden below. Solar panels are integrated seamlessly into rooftops, blending technology with environmental sensitivity. The goal is to create a self-sustaining ecosystem where architecture and landscape nourish one another. Inside these homes, interiors are curated to echo the calm and openness of the outdoors. Furniture is often handcrafted from organic materials with smooth curves and natural imperfections that celebrate craftsmanship. Spaces are uncluttered yet warm, guided by the philosophy of less but better. Light fabrics, linen drapes, and woven textures soften the geometry of the architecture, allowing air and light to move freely. Each element, whether a chair, a rug, or a light fixture, is chosen not just for style, but for harmony. One striking trend in tropical home design is the integration of biophilic architecture, a design philosophy that prioritizes human connection with nature. Biophilic spaces reduce stress, enhance creativity, and improve overall well-being. In tropical architecture, this philosophy comes to life through the use of natural ventilation, earthy materials, and direct visual connections to greenery. Imagine a living room that opens onto a reflective pool, or a bedroom surrounded by walls of glass overlooking lush palms. These visual and sensory connections create a continuous dialogue between human life and the natural world. Modern tropical design also embraces asymmetry and fluid geometry. Unlike rigid Western styles, tropical spaces flow organically. Pathways curve gently, walls extend into gardens, and ceilings lift to capture sky views. Water features and trees are often incorporated directly into architectural layouts. Perhaps a koi pond flanking a hallway or a tree rising through an open courtyard. These living elements blur the line between structure and nature, reinforcing the philosophy that the two should coexist, not compete. Lighting, again, plays a transformative role inside the home. Rather than harsh artificial brightness, tropical interiors rely on a soft, layered glow. Recessed lighting, pendant lamps made from rattan or woven cane, and warm indirect illumination create intimacy and calm. During the day, natural light becomes a dynamic design feature, filtered through louvers, skylights, and carved screens. This play of light not only enhances visual comfort, but also celebrates time, reminding us of the movement of the sun and the life cycle of the day. As urban density increases, architects are redefining what tropical living means in cities. Vertical homes and apartments now incorporate tropical principles at every level. Balconies transform into green terraces. Rooftops host micro-jungles that cool the structure below. Courtyards, once exclusive to large estates, are reimagined as compact atriums that bring daylight deep into multi-story homes. Even in the most crowded metropolises, a sense of serenity and openness is achievable through smart, nature-driven design. The concept of indoor-outdoor fusion continues to dominate future trends. Sliding glass doors that disappear into walls, floating decks that extend living spaces, and open kitchens that connect directly to garden dining areas are becoming the norm. In tropical homes, there is no strict boundary, only transition. One moves fluidly from bedroom to patio, from pool to living room, experiencing air, water, and greenery as part of everyday life. This holistic approach transforms the home into an organism that adapts, breathes, and lives in rhythm with nature. Another defining feature of the modern tropical trend is wellness architecture. Beyond aesthetics, these homes are designed to nurture both body and mind. Spaces are optimized for natural light exposure, air purity, and acoustic comfort. Meditation pavilions, open yoga decks, and water therapy pools are increasingly common. Even the smallest elements, such as aromatically planted herbs near windows or stone footpaths for reflexology, enhance sensory well-being. The architecture itself becomes a form of self-care. Technology complements this natural philosophy rather than overpowering it. Smart systems control lighting, temperature, and irrigation with precision, reducing waste and energy use. Yet these systems remain discreet, hidden behind the elegance of design. The true luxury of the modern tropical home is not in abundance but in balance, the harmony between innovation and intuition, between progress and peace. A key evolution in tropical design lies in its cultural sensitivity. Architects now draw from local traditions and materials, adapting them to contemporary lifestyles. In Bali, open pavilions are reinterpreted with modern steel framing. In Mexico, tropical aesthetics meet earthy adobe textures. In Southeast Asia, homes merge colonial influences with minimalist tropical geometry. This localization gives each project authenticity and soul. It acknowledges that while design trends travel globally, their roots should remain deeply personal. These architectural philosophies are also shaping the way we think about community living. Residential developments inspired by tropical principles prioritize shared green spaces, communal gardens, and natural ventilation corridors. Instead of high walls and isolation, they promote openness and collective connection. The architecture fosters social interaction while maintaining privacy through organic layering of spaces and vegetation. It's a modern reflection of traditional tropical villages, harmonious, self-sufficient, and human-centered. What emerges from this evolution is a design language that feels timeless, yet forward-looking. The tropical home of today is not a replication of exotic resorts. It's a reflection of mindful living. It embodies the rhythm of the earth, the luxury of simplicity, and the intelligence of sustainable design. It stands as proof that comfort, beauty, and ecological balance can coexist effortlessly. This movement represents more than a style. It's a mindset, a response to a fast-paced world yearning for calm. It encourages us to slow down, to listen to the sound of wind through leaves, to watch sunlight filter across textured walls, to reconnect with what truly matters. The tropical home is not just where you live, it's where you return to yourself. The future of tropical backyard and home design is moving toward a deeper integration of sustainability, technology, and emotional experience. It is no longer enough for spaces to look beautiful. They must also feel alive, function intelligently, and adapt to changing climates and lifestyles. The new generation of tropical architecture embraces this philosophy with a sense of purpose, creating homes that are both sanctuaries and ecosystems. One of the most defining directions of this future is the rise of regenerative design. Unlike conventional sustainability, which focuses on minimizing harm, regenerative design aims to heal and enhance the environment. In tropical architecture, this means creating gardens and structures that give back to the land, replenishing soil, supporting biodiversity, and restoring microclimates. Roof gardens collect rainwater, green walls filter air, and organic waste is composted to nourish the very plants that frame the home. Every design decision is made with the goal of closing the loop between human life and nature's cycles. The architecture of tomorrow will also focus on resilience, the ability to adapt to environmental shifts. As tropical regions face more intense storms, floods, and heat waves, design must evolve to meet these challenges. Elevated decks, permeable surfaces, and modular structures will become common features. Homes will be built to breathe and bend, rather than resist and break. Materials like engineered bamboo, recycled hardwood, and locally sourced stone will take center stage, chosen not just for beauty, but for strength and longevity. Technology, too, will redefine the tropical aesthetic. Smart homes will no longer feel mechanical or artificial. Instead, they will quietly interact with the environment, responding to light, humidity, and temperature in real time. Dynamic glass that adjusts transparency will regulate heat. AI-controlled irrigation systems will mimic natural rainfall patterns. Sensors will track soil health, ensuring plants thrive year-round. Even the lighting will evolve. LED systems programmed to match the color temperature of sunrise and sunset, keeping human circadian rhythms aligned with nature's flow. This harmonious relationship between innovation and organic design will also extend to how people live and connect. The concept of multi-sensory experience is emerging as a key element of future tropical spaces. Designers are experimenting with scent gardens that release natural aromas through the day, soundscapes that amplify the melody of wind and water, and materials that invite touch: smooth stone, rough bark, woven fiber. The goal is to create environments that engage all senses simultaneously, transforming the act of simply being at home into a meditative ritual. Another rising trend is micro-paradise design, where even the smallest areas are transformed into restorative retreats. Urban living continues to grow, and space becomes a precious commodity. Yet, with creative planning, a balcony can host a tropical microclimate complete with miniature palms, climbing orchids, and a water bowl reflecting sunlight. Designers now approach compact gardens as works of art, carefully curated compositions of plants, light, and structure that evoke the spirit of the tropics within a few square meters. The line between home and nature will continue to blur, not just visually but emotionally. People are seeking spaces that tell stories, that resonate with meaning. A tropical garden can express the narrative of growth, transformation, and renewal. Materials carry memory, the scent of timber recalling rainforests, the texture of stone reminding us of ancient landscapes. Every design element becomes part of a larger conversation about humanity's place in the natural world. As global awareness of climate change deepens, tropical design will increasingly serve as a model of coexistence. It demonstrates that modern living need not come at the expense of ecological harmony. Future homes will be energy positive, producing more power than they consume. Gardens will act as micro-carbon sinks, cleaning the air and cooling the city around them. Urban planners are already integrating these principles into tropical cities, envisioning neighborhoods as living forests where every rooftop, wall, and courtyard contributes to environmental balance. In addition to environmental progress, the future of tropical design embraces cultural storytelling. Architects and designers are rediscovering indigenous knowledge, traditional building methods that evolved naturally with the land. Stilt houses, open-air pavilions, and thatched roofing, once seen as relics of the past, are being reimagined through modern engineering. This fusion honors cultural heritage while ensuring durability and comfort. The architecture of the tropics thus becomes a dialogue between ancestry and innovation, between wisdom and progress. The aesthetic evolution will continue toward organic minimalism, a refined simplicity inspired by nature's own design logic. Instead of excessive ornamentation, beauty will come from form, proportion, and texture. A single curved wall catching light at sunset may hold more emotion than a room filled with decoration. The emphasis will be on calmness, breathing space, and the quiet poetry of restraint. In tropical homes, this minimalism doesn't mean emptiness. It means intentional presence, where every element has purpose and harmony. Human well-being will remain central to tropical design's philosophy. As the world becomes more digital and disconnected, people are turning back to spaces that ground them. The tropical home will be a refuge for mindfulness and balance, a place where time slows down. Courtyards filled with soft shadows, outdoor showers beneath leafy canopies, meditation decks overlooking ponds. These are not luxuries, but necessities for emotional health in a hyper-connected age. The home becomes an instrument of calm, designed to nourish the senses and the soul. Lighting design will evolve to enhance these emotional dimensions. Natural daylight will remain the primary sculptor of space, while artificial light will be used sparingly, mimicking the warmth of firelight and the shimmer of moonlit water. At night, the home will glow softly, neither bright nor dark, but intimate and alive. This subtlety is the essence of tropical elegance, an art form rooted in rhythm and atmosphere rather than spectacle. The materials of the future will tell stories of regeneration. Biodegradable composites, plant-based concretes, and recycled textiles will replace synthetic finishes. Furniture will be made from reclaimed wood and locally woven fibers, connecting the user to craft and community. Even construction methods will shift. Prefabricated modular units assembled on site will reduce waste and carbon footprint, allowing beauty to coexist with responsibility. As these trends unfold, the tropical home will stand as a symbol of a new design era, one that is conscious, inclusive, and emotionally intelligent. It represents a balance between the primal and the progressive, between human desire and planetary need. It teaches that paradise is not a place to escape to, but a way of living that can exist wherever we choose to cultivate it. In the years to come, tropical architecture will continue to evolve, not just as a visual style, but as a philosophy of life. It will inspire people to live more slowly, breathe more deeply, and reconnect with the natural rhythms that sustain us. Whether in a sprawling garden villa or a modest city balcony, the essence remains the same: harmony, light, and life. The tropical home of the future will not merely shelter us. It will remind us every day that we are part of something larger, something timeless, something beautifully alive.